Hey YouTube, coming at you with the team that helped me go on my 15 game winning streak in the Little Element Cup. So a 5-6 of that was on the Quaxley, Chikorita, Vulpix team, and then the other I think 8 were here. And before I lost like one, and then I went to a new team. So this is a very strong team. As you can see with the rating, 110 over 75 over 175 battles is not bad considering a few of those are ties, and I use like just like the new starter Pokemon just to test them out, and some of them were just terrible. So great record, and a lot of it has come from me just straight dominating in the Element Cup with that team and this team, and you're gonna see another team coming soon after this. Um, so Dewpider, Shadow Oddish, and Slugma. So basically, it's like a fast move damage team. I built Dewpider because it is ranked 1. Bug Bite is pretty good. I mean, super effective against grass, resisted by fire, neutral against water. So it also has bulk. Like it cost me 115,000 dust to build this up, plus a second move. I'm using Miracle because the chance of you getting to Bug Buzz is very rare. Plus Mirror Coat is usually more than sufficient in most cases between that and the Bug Bite. And then it's basically a hard fast move team. Razor Leaf, Shadow Oddish, and Slugma Rock Throw. Again, Dewpider is you're gonna have a bit of a problem with like fires on the front end because Bug Bite is resisted, and obviously Razor Leaf is resisted. And if it's like an Ember, they do super effective, but if they do that, they're just pure fire, and they are weak to Rock Throw. So that is why the team sort of works. Even in this matchup, let's see if I get out or not. So I do get out into Razor Leaf, which is kind of risky. You don't need to. You can definitely stay in that matchup because the Bug Bite does neutral because it is a water type Pokemon. But here we are in this matchup. I will grab a shield, which is okay. I will eventually have to come back and do Piter here, which is fine. So let the switch clock comes up because that was pretty fast taken out. I think right now my win condition is Slugma, right? Just I don't think I can actually farm down, so may I have to shield here. Yeah, I still think Slugma is a win condition, but that grass knot really hurt, and I don't want to just go down with all this energy. So they eventually come in, but now I'm going to be able to chip them really hard here. And they shield, so now it's just Slug Throw, Rock Throw, Slugma coming through here. It's just an Air Lace, I know that, but Slugma's pretty glassy, so I'm just going to shield anyways. Get the farm down there. I don't think there's a ton of energy on the other one. They come in Lilleep. Okay, so that's okay. Rock Throw, neutral. Won't take it out because I think it's pretty tanky for a little cup. But I don't think this move is going to hurt too much. Unless it's a rock type move, then it will hurt a lot. However, Dewpider, you're now just seeing its freaking strength here. There were so many matchups, like that matchup, where I'm just like, oh, I just lost this. And then what ends up happening is the Bug Bite damage does way more than you think it does, and your bulkiness like helps you live. So from that perspective, I was just like, this is crazy. So very kind of happy with how Dewpider performed. I will say, so you have an answer to I ran into, I'll say, you know what, I'll say that for my next video, because I ran another great team, which I went on a separate, so after my 15 game winning streak ended, I went to a new team, and I got a 7 game winning streak with that team, and then I got core broken twice in a row, and I'm just like, oh, get glaring flaw. This team doesn't have that flaw. It can pretty much cover anything. And speaking about covering, getting a Razor Leafer on you that is also takes neutral to Razor Leaf is a pretty good situation to be in here. So Vulpix comes in. This chip, even lowered attack, even resisted lower attack is still going to do like 50% probably. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a non-shadow, so probably a little less. Shield this one up because actually, they don't even have any shields left, so I think I think they'll pace me anyways, so it won't matter too much. I'll need to live one, but it's a non-shadow Vulpix, so you will easily live that. And I will get to the Ball Beam to probably take it out. Yeah, it's very deep, and it's a super effective move. So Wooper, obviously a good lead here. Mud shots are resisted. They can only throw body slams. The thing is the body slams come quick, right? 5-4, 5-4-4 or 5-4-5, something like that. Um, so there's one. I know it's 5-4 for sure, and they try and catch on Dewpider. I throw the Mirror. So with this, you have like two options. The problem is like Oddish is an okay answer. It'll do neutral because I think the poison resists the bug. So basically what I'm trying to do is just force him to throw here, because then the Slugma will just be able to smack this down. I just didn't want to go in and then take a Bubble Beam from it on the Slugma, but I probably could have got out a little faster because, again, super effective moves. But again, this is kind of one of those like hiding your fast move damage team behind. If they take me out here, I'll probably just come Razor Leaf Oddish and try and just destroy this immediately. Yeah, is what I would do there. And now they have one of their own, and this is where just straight recognition. You don't need a charge move here. They got two shields. What am I doing? I'm not going to get to two unless I have two moves on the thing. It's basically just going to be a Razor Leaf down and a thing down. Yeah, I still need to catch so I can burn one more shield. Maybe that's what I was doing. I was trying to burn the switch clock. Yeah, that makes sense. Because now I need one more shield probably here. Yeah, okay. So I needed that shield burn, which I got on the switch there. So burn the switch clock so I can kind of catch and then just Razor Leaf down. Because even resisted Razor Leafs do great. Barboche has absolutely nothing to throw at you. It knows Mud Bomb, resisted, and Ice Beam. So it's basically just like staying in here, just throwing the Bubble Beam just because they're not going to get out. There's no point of going Mirror Coat. Just, you're not going to really take any damage from their moves. Just do the lower energy one here. So we'll take this down. We'll have switch. I'm guessing a fire's coming in. It's a quick attack, so this is why. Yeah, so this is, you kind of have to stay in this matchup just because one, you don't want to get your Oddish on it, obviously. And if you come in Slugma, they may have a hard answer in the back to this. So being able to get a Bubble Beam off and then get a Rock Throw user on this is great. I'm going to shield, even though I lowered their, again, I don't care if I lower their attack. Shadow Vulpix with Body Slam is going to do well over like 50% here. Chikorita comes in, so I'm going to just throw this and chip as much as I can with rocks. With this, again, I could probably just let this go and just go straight Razor Leaf now. The thing with these Pokemon in the back is even resisted moves, you're going to be able to easily take these out, right? Very easily take that out with resisted Razor Leafs. The Razor Leaf Oddish hurts so much. Quaxley, let's see if I play this one differently and I stay in here. Yeah, so this one I stay in, which I think is probably the right play, because look at those, again, Quaxley is not tanky, and it's not a flyer. It's only a water. So yes, super effective Air Lace, that's fine. I still get to a Mirror Coat, and if they let this go, I'm probably going to one-shot it and take this out. Yeah, so I would have won switch there if I wanted to. Bringing in Slugma, because I don't want to take a super effective wing attack. I still shield up the Air Lace for the same reason that I mentioned earlier. Air Lace from a Quaxley is still going to do a ton there. And they come in with a Dewpider. And I really should have gone Flame Charge here, because my initial thinking is like, if you're coming in here super effective, you're probably weak to this in the back too. So with that thought, I basically bank the move, catch the Bubble Beam here, knowing that Slugma probably has play in the back. And there is what is going to be a core breaker later for another team. But because I have Slugma on this team, I was recognizing that it probably was my win condition. Bank enough energy, Rock Slide for the win. There. I'm getting, this is a Rock Slide Slugma. I just have Mirror Match at best, which is not a great matchup. They go Dewpider, which is fine. Like, I'll grab a shield here or take this out. And then the thing with Dewpider is, if the Bug Bite is resisted, like it is against the fire, you're still bulky enough in these matchups just to take like, I'm going to come in here and immediately just eat whatever they have here. And then they're probably a little too low, which is unfortunate because now I can't get to the Bubble Beam. But even so, they gave, this is a huge mistake. They have such a good answer in Slugma here. I do not know why they're coming here, but all they're doing is allowing me to chip a ton here. Maybe they read a Razor Leafer in the back. That could have been, like, it's not a bad read, but as you're seeing right here, does not matter. Does not matter at all. Resisted Razor Leaf, still doing as much damage as a neutral Rock Throw, and that is why Shadow Oddish is insane in this meta. In this mirror match, I've played this a bunch of ways, but I always find the best way is they always seem to throw Bubble Beam first. I go for the Mirror Coat and then the Bubble Beam, because the Mirror Coat does enough damage, and then they often just go straight double bubble. This is kind of tongue twister. Straight Bubble Beam for the second time. At which point, if you threw right here, I made a mistake a few times. Like, this was a learning adjustment. I could have thrown the Mirror Coat earlier, or I could have thrown the Bubble Beam earlier to lower these Bug Bites, and I would have easily won. I still win anyways, but I probably could have won with a little more HP. Not that that matters. Litwick is way, way, way stronger than I expected it to be in this league. Way stronger. So I ran what you're going to see coming up sometime this week. It was what is essentially an all-star team of Dewpider, Vulpix, and Chikorita, and I won 7 in a row until I realized, oh, Litwick is a core breaker. And Litwick is, if I had Litwick, I would probably use it. I don't have a good IV one, and I've built up enough for this league. I've already got 4 videos for this on top of just coming up with a bunch of Ultra League videos. So I will not build one up, but if you have a Litwick lying around, it's a nice answer to Dewpider, only needing to shield the Bubble Beams. Vulpix, everything's resisted on their end. Everything's resisted on your end too. Just keep that in mind. But like Chikorita, everything's resisted. Like Razor Leafers, stuff like that. Like, it's a great answer. So if I had it, I would definitely use it more. I would definitely use it in this league because I think it's very strong. That Razor Leaf is going to go through, so I'm going to shield, and this is going to be another one of those. My opponent's going to be left with a lot of shields, but that is fine with me. So, Shadow Oddish, Razor Leafing all the way down. Did I lose with this team? I think I maybe lost once. Yeah, I think, yeah, because I went on like the 8 or 9 game winning streak with this, and then I lost once, and then I switched the team. Again, mirror match here is actually tricky because the licks add up quite a lot, and now they icy win you, and they're lowering your Bug Buzz. You could play that exact game. You could lower their licks, because the lick is what's doing the damage here, right? So you can lower their licks with your Bubble Beam if you want, and then play a game like that. Because I think I probably misplayed this. I think the right play is actually just going Bubble Beam immediately, and then going Bug Bite versus Lick, just lowered attack. I do get a couple of Razor Leafs off here, but if they're weak to water in the front, I'm guessing they have an answer. Dewpider is an okay answer. It's not an amazing answer. I'm probably going to shield because, again, I already have 2 shields. There's no point. I don't know what's in the back. Even though it's resisted, I want to keep that alive a bit because it could be good. And they make a mistake here. They throw immediately. You need to farm up to 100 energy here. I've only got resisted rock throws. And now you're just letting a Razor Leafer, they have 1 move here, but they're just letting a Razor Leafer come in and just destroy this. But if they had 3 Body Slams, they would have taken me out. But now I just absolutely delete that. They may have a move here, so it may not matter. No, they don't. They don't. And that's my 5-0. Right? So I think that if you see like a Slugma and you're like a Mud Boy, it's very easy just to like farm up to 100 energy. I only have 1 answer to this, and this is just basically a hard counter. I probably should have stayed in. Again, if they're weak to rock, they definitely have an answer for it. So once they delete me here, I think I have to come Dewpider. I think I only have 1 win condition. That's farm down all the way. hoping that they come back in with Litwick and I can like bubble beam a bunch. But I think what they do is basically, I think I have to shield one. I think I'm down to the red, and I think they just eat it on their other. I think it's like a seal or something, and they eat it on that. So this is a pretty hard loss for me. Litwick, I think you're going to see a huge increase in that. Like, you already saw it everywhere. Dupiters are everywhere. Vulpexes. I didn't even see a Sea Chikorita here, but it's pretty strong. Oh, they got both shields for me. Yeah, this is just getting my butt kicked here. But yeah, yeah, and they're smart. They eat it on the ducks, or the quack. So now I'm hoping I can just like, again, resist. It does a ton of damage, but they're already out of move. So I'm just got, yeah, pretty bad beat down there. So you might want to, depending on what you're seeing, like Litwick is pretty strong, and I would not be surprised if you see more of those. So you might want to grab at least a second answer for them on most of your teams. That is it. So yeah, doing pretty well. I'll probably, I think I already shot 2 of these, so this is probably going up Monday sometime. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm gonna try and do like, cause I've got 4 of these that I've filmed in the previous week. I haven't filmed them in the previous week, but I battled them in the previous week. So I'm thinking we're gonna do like Ultra League and a little cup Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then maybe more Ultra League Wednesday, Thursday. Does that make sense? Because I got 4 videos Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. So that's the plan. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.